Hi, welcome to Coffee Break with Researchers. Today I'm having a coffee break with Fredric Bauer. He's a researcher at the Environmental and Energy Systems Studies and at Circle and Lund University in Sweden.
Coffee Break with Researchers presents you with cutting-edge insights on regional development and innovation. We ask researchers directly and in a personal manner about their work. We make scientific knowledge accessible to all.
Fredric, thank you very much for accepting this invitation to a coffee break with me. How are you doing?
Yes, thank you for inviting me. I'm doing very well, thanks.
That's good to hear. I'm having today delicious Colombian black coffee. Which one are you having?
I'm having the same as Agent Cooper usually has, a coffee black as midnight on a moonless night.
How nice to hear that. I want to talk also about the paper you wrote about innovation in the bioeconomy. Super interesting paper. Could you please tell me what was it about?
Yeah, so the paper is called Innovation in the Bioeconomy, Dynamics of Biorefinery Innovation Networks. And it's a paper that I wrote together with two colleagues, Thijs Hansen and Hans Helsmark. And in this paper, we are looking into some detail into how firms from different industries and of different kinds collaborate on innovation for what we call biorefinery technologies, which are explicitly stated to be some of the platform technologies to be used in a more sustainable, less fossil fuel powered bioeconomy.
That's a very important, relevant topic these days. Which will you say are the main findings of your research?
So we find that this was a topic that grew. This innovation network that we study, it grew significantly over the period that we studied it, which was from 2004 to 2014. So more and more firms got involved with this type of innovation, and also we saw more firms from more different sectors getting involved. And so we were looking at how they collaborated and with whom they chose to collaborate. And even though many sort of policy documents and other researchers had hypothesized that this type of innovation would require collaboration across different types of sectors, so across industries and across knowledge bases, we couldn't really see that that was favored. And also it seemed to corroborate much of what was of what is previously known about this type of collaborative innovation, or networks actually in general, that they tend to be rather stable. You tend to collaborate with those that you already know from before, or possibly even those with whom you share significant or several similarities.
Thank you for clarifying that. And this topic is truly fascinating. Could you please share some of your personal experience or personal drive or motivation you had to do this paper? Yeah,
I mean, as I said, so this topic of the bioeconomy really exploded in the international policy community, the World Economic Forum, the OECD, the EU and the US. They published important pieces, white papers, etc., on the need to develop the bioeconomy and also the need for new types of innovation in the bioeconomy. But when we read all these papers, we could see that there were lots of sort of promises, but quite few empirical studies to really back up the claims that were being made. And that was what intrigued us. So there are all these hopes for what the bioeconomy should be delivering in terms of a more sustainable and less climate damaging economy. And also there were these strong statements on how the bioeconomy was supposed to work, but really, would it be able to deliver that? And was it actually working the way all these documents and reports said they would? So that's what intrigued us, to really find out and deliver some empirical evidence or possibly counter-evidence to these promises, hopes and claims about innovation in the bioeconomy.
How interesting. I imagine that there are several policy implications based on that, right? Could you please highlight some?
Yes, we think this is important for policymakers to think about. There's a wider debate regarding how we formulate policies and what sort of promises we make in these types of white papers that are important in shaping policies. But more specifically, I think our paper has implications for how governments should structure their innovation support. And specifically, if there are these types of hopes on cross-industrial collaboration, one has to really think carefully when designing instruments that one hopes will be picked up in such a manner. So, for example, if there is hope that biorefineries are to be developed by a multitude of actors collaborating, well, then one really has to look into the details. Who is doing that and how can we ensure that they are doing that? Or actually, is that really needed, or is that more something that's just being stated to be needed, right? So finding the empirical evidence for what we really need, how that actually comes about, and then thinking about how to promote diversity and cross-industrial or cross-sectoral collaboration when that is in fact identified to be the key. I think that's some of the most important implications we sort of have from this paper, and also what we who wrote this paper have been working on afterwards.
Wow, how interesting to know that. Thank you so much for sharing that, and those were all my questions. And thank you once again for having this time to explain your paper and to chat with me. And I wish you all the best, Fredric, for your future research, and hope to see you again in a coffee break. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in more details about this academic publication, you can find here the link below. Find us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube, or listen to our podcast on Spotify. See you next time. Bye-bye.